Okay, this is the last one. My last time trying to record this, there was noise in the background. Hopefully being up higher I can't hear it as much. So let's get to it. Day 4, part 5. Lance slowly ejected himself from Keith's valve-like grip to go have a piss. His arm was numb from having Keith in them and was aching all over. After using the toilet, he made his way out his room towards the lounge. When he got there, the other paladins, Alora, Cran, were already watching some strange Altaian TV show. Pidge managed to translate it for them to understand. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name. Why is he going to Lauren's house? Hunk questioned at the screen. Doesn't he know she's on vacation in whatever that place is? Well, he's going to deliver a package that was dropped at his house. Lance heard Pidge reply. You would have known if you hadn't left to go get some of that freaky space popcorn? Yeah, ding ding ding. Something must been funny to have happened because suddenly everyone was laughing. This was when Lance decided to make his presence known. What's up with the farm Matil ding dong? He said, which resulted in Pidge giving him a death glare. What are you watching? He inquired. Oh, just this show Pidge found called Restless Unity. It's really weird but intriguing, Hunk told him. Want to watch? He gestured to the empty seat to him, which Lance gladly took, scrolling over and plonking himself down. So where's Keith? Shira asked, wondering where his little brother was. Oh, he's sleeping again, Lance said, trailing off. I don't think he's used to the cold, and it's taking a lot of his energy to stay warm. After Lance had said that, Keith decided to walk into the room. Lance looked up, and Keith gave him a look, to which Lance nodded at him. Hey, Keith, Alora said. How you been? She smirked at him. Fine, he responded, his voice a little croaky from almost of sleep he had. Slept amazing. He then rolled his shoulders and walked towards Lance. Keith pulled Lance to him, claiming his mouth in his soft, slow kiss, before pulling away and turning to glare at everyone's reaction. All their faces showed disbelief, other than Alora, who was slightly smirking again. You could have waited until after the power drill, was the terse response heard, came from Hunk. Pidge looked at him and motioned with her hand in a way of asking for money. Fess up, Hunk. I was right, she chuckled, which then interrupted into the full laugh, which was infectious in result of everyone laughing. Epilogue. The week was over. Money had been exchanged, relationships had changed forever, and everyone was back to their rooms. Well, almost everyone. You see, Keith had found he couldn't sleep alone now, and this really pissed him off. Yes, him and Lance were technically together now, but they had a mutual agreement that they were going to take it slow. Keith was regretting this decision. Staring at the ceiling for the 5th night in a row now, Keith was heavy sleep deprived. For God's sake, why can't I just quiz now sleep? He groaned, rolling over trying to get comfortable to sleep. His brain, rather, had other plans. Just go to Lance, was one thought. You know, just want to snuggle with him. He's all cosy and warm, said another. Keith had to agree, much to his displeasure. These were the thoughts after all. Before Keith knew it, it was time to get up, out of bed. He was still in his clothes from the day before, and the one before then, and so on forth. He scrolled out of his room, down to the dining area, much to his surprise. Lance was already there, eating goo and chatting with Hunk. "Honey," Lance said, breaking his conversation with Hunk, and taking in the deprived sleep eyed look of his boyfriend. "Have you actually slept?" he questioned, concerned. Unlike Keith, Lance looked radiant. His hair was nicely brushed, his face was spotless, and no bags under his eyes. He also was wearing clean clothes. The same couldn't be said for Keith, who looked like death incarnate. "Of course I have," Keith yelled, getting defensive. How dare Lance be unaffected? "I've had plenty of sleep." He was now pouting as Lance stood up and made his way to him. "Hey, Pouty baby," Lance said, pulling Keith into a hug. I know you've not been getting sleep. I can tell by the bags under your eyes." Keith glared at the floor. "Don't call me that," was all he said. "I'll call you whatever I like, honey pie," Lance said, putting his forehead to Keith's, giving him a Eskimo kiss, which made Keith winksly his nose. Lance pulled away from Keith and turned to Hunk. "I'm going to take Mr. Grumpy to my room, so he'll actually get some well-needed sleep." Hunk nodded and laughed at Keith's expression, another one of Lance's pet names. Lance stepped towards the table and grabbed Keith's plate from his place and pulled Keith along with him, passing Pidge as she came into the room, winking at the two of them. They passed Shiro in the corridor, who asked what they were doing, and with one look at Keith, told them to take the day off. His baby brother looked ready to drop. Alora and Karan passed them, smirking at each other. Keith groaned at this. His eyes, however, were starting to drop. Lance let go of his hand when they got to his room. He placed the goo on his bedside table. Lance jumped onto his bed and opened his arms for Keith to cuddle him. Keith obliged and breathed in Lance's smell. It was so warm and welcoming, so welcoming. Keith's eyes dropped closed, and he let out a sigh. He'd finally get some sleep. As he gave into the darkness, he heard Lance say, "This is permanent, you idiot," and felt a kiss on his forehead. All was calm and warm, surrounded by Lance's heat. Alright, that's it. Sorry, this one was a bit hard to pronounce. I had a sore throat and I had a bit of a cold, so sorry if I mumble. I had to redo this because there's noise outside. Please tell me you could hear it okay. If not, I can redo it.